For over 1,000 years, the tomb of Genghis Khan remained one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, and that was no accident. It was hidden with purpose. Rivers were rerouted, forests planted, and the very people who buried him were never seen again. Even the legends passed down through generations were deliberate misdirections. Historians searched, explorers failed. No one was ever meant to find it. Until now, the unthinkable has happened. The tomb has been opened, and what lay inside didn't just rewrite the history books, it shocked the entire world. Rise of the Khan. From the vast steppes of Mongolia emerged one of the most powerful leaders in world history, Genghis Khan. Once called Temüjin, he endured exile, betrayal, and hardship in his youth. These trials forged a ruthless and determined warrior. By the early 13th century, he had unified the divided Mongol tribes under a single banner. His strength came from innovation. He restructured the Mongol army using a decimal system, units of 10, 100, 1,000, and 10,000 soldiers, known as Arban, Jagan, Mingan. Leaders were chosen by merit, not blood, creating loyalty and unmatched efficiency. His soldiers, raised as archers on horseback from childhood, used tactics the world had never seen. Lightning-fast charges, deceptive retreats, and psychological warfare that led entire cities to surrender without a fight. Between 1207 and 1220, Genghis Khan ravaged kingdoms across Asia. He razed western Xia and Jin China, reducing cities like Zhongdu to ashes, but it was the Khwarezmian Empire that faced his full fury. After a trade delegation was murdered, Genghis responded with devastation. Cities like Samarkand and Bukhara were obliterated. But Genghis was more than a conqueror. He was a statesman. His law code, the Yasa, upheld justice, protected merchants, ensured religious freedom, and fostered a meritocratic empire. He built the Yama postal relay that spanned from the Pacific to the Caspian, ushering in the Pax Mongolica, rare era of peace that allowed trade, ideas, and cultures to flourish. The great mystery: when Genghis Khan died during a campaign against the Western Xia, his death was shrouded in secrecy. Some say it happened on August 18th. Others claim August 25th. The cause: illness, an arrow wound, a fall from a horse, even a lightning strike. No version has been proven. To prevent unrest, his death was concealed. His body was secretly returned to Mongolia, and every person involved in the burial was allegedly executed. Horses trampled the earth to erase any signs. The land reclaimed the site, erasing all traces. For centuries, no one could find it. One reason: the Great Taboo, or Ik Koriga Sacred, heavily guarded area near Burkhan Khaldan, spanning 240 square kilometers. Protected by the Darkad, a hereditary group of warriors, the land remained untouched. Rivers were redirected, forests planted, and myths woven into the landscape to protect the grave. Meanwhile, in Ordos, Inner Mongolia, a grand mausoleum was built in his honor, but it holds no remains. It is a symbol, not a tomb, and the real mystery only deepened. Modern searches. In the modern era, technology reignited the hunt. National Geographic explorer Albert Lin led a mission using satellite imaging, magnetometry, and radar. Working with local Mongolians, his team searched the Khenti Mountains. They avoided digging, respecting sacred traditions. Their scans found intriguing signs underground, though no tomb was uncovered. Before Lin, a Japanese Mongolian expedition identified over 1,300 potential noble graves near key rivers. None belonged to the Great Khan. American lawyer and explorer Maury Kravitz spent over 4 decades searching. He combined historical texts and field intuition, believing the tomb was masked by natural terrain and protected by ritual. His expeditions were filled with strange tales, dreams, illnesses, and odd malfunctions. Some believed the tomb was spiritually guarded. Mountain X theory. Then came Alan Nichols, a former president of the Explorers Club. He proposed that Genghis Khan's tomb wasn't in the northeast, but near the Yellow River, a place he called Mountain X. Using radar and magnetometers, his team found strange underground patterns, but the results remain unpublished. The expedition, conducted in secrecy due to political sensitivity, added even more mystique to the story. The tomb is found. Then, the unthinkable happened. The tomb, believed to be that of Genghis Khan, was finally opened. With approval from the Mongolian government, UNESCO, and international bodies, a small team entered the site. What they found was breathtaking. A chamber of stone, marked with weapons, armor, scrolls, preserved food, and human remains. Radiocarbon dating pointed to 1227. DNA matched Central Asian markers. Silk and wool textiles showed Mongol and Chinese craftsmanship. This wasn't just a grave, it was a message through time. Though debate continues, the evidence strongly suggests the tomb has finally been found. A nation responds. The discovery sent shockwaves through Mongolia. Genghis Khan is more than history, he's a national symbol. His face is on currency. His legacy is sacred. Many feared that opening the tomb could unleash a curse. Whispers of doom spread. Others felt pride and wonder. In Inner Mongolia, cultural tensions rose. Russia took interest. Western scholars celebrated, but Mongolians asked, who owns this story? Who decides what happens next? The future of a sacred site. This isn't just about bones and artifacts. It's about ethics, heritage, and respect. Many call for others suggest preserving the site with minimal disruption. Some want the Darkad to continue guarding it. New technologies now allow exploration without excavation. Future digs may use radar and remote sensing to preserve sacred ground. Ancient DNA could trace Mongol ancestry, but only with consent. This discovery is a test of our values. Knowledge versus reverence. Discovery versus respect. The tomb of Genghis Khan may have been found, but what happens next will determine how we are remembered. What do you think about this shocking discovery? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries. Only on the UnXplained.